All right, let's take a moment to go through some of the timeline of what has unfolded in the past few months. It all may have begun when the acting head of the Justice Department, Sally Yates, informed White House counsel Don McGahn that General Flynn, had misled his colleagues and the public and could be compromised by the Russians, a warning which was relayed to the president in January.
Following the meeting, the White House counsel immediately informed the president and senior White House personnel when she first came here. Late on Friday, the 27th, Yates and the White House counsel met again to discuss certain issues that she had left unclear at the time.
On the night of January 27th, President Trump had dinner with James Comey, where he reportedly asked for the FBI director's loyalty, and Comey refused. 3 days later, Acting Attorney General Yates was fired for not defending the travel ban. Hours after the Washington Post reported that Yates warned the White House about Flynn, President Trump fired the National Security Advisor. That was on February 13th. In the Oval Office on the following day, February 14th, Trump asked Comey about letting the Flynn case go, according to the FBI director's memo. But through it all, Comey continued to show his independence. On March 4th, Trump tweeted, accusing President Obama of wiretapping him. The next day, the New York Times reported that Comey pushed for the Department of Justice to publicly reject the accusations. Later that week, on March 8th, Comey said he would serve his full term as director less than 2 weeks before confirming the FBI's investigation into Russia.
You're stuck with me for about another 6.5 years, and so I'd love to be invited back again.
I have been authorized by the Department of Justice to confirm that the FBI, as part of our counterintelligence mission, is investigating the nature of any links between individuals associated with the Trump campaign and the Russian government.
That confirmation of the investigation came before the House Intelligence Committee on March 20th. On March 30th, General Flynn asked for immunity to testify. And on March 31st, President Trump tweeted that Flynn was right to ask for immunity and that the investigation was a, quote, witch hunt. Jump ahead to May 2nd, when in a phone call, Russian President Putin asked President Trump to meet with Sergei Lavrov. The next day, President Trump was reportedly angered by Comey, testifying he was uncomfortable with the idea that his actions swung the election.
It makes me mildly nauseous to think that we might have had some impact on the election, and I could be wrong, but we honestly made a decision between those two choices that even in hindsight, and this has been one of the world's most painful experiences, I would make the same decision.
The following week, Monday, May 8th, Comey told the heads of the Senate Intelligence Committee he asked for more resources in the Russia probe from the Justice Department. The day after that, Tuesday, May 9th, President Trump fired Comey. And less than 24 hours later, he met in the Oval Office with the Russian foreign minister and the very ambassador whose conversation ensnared Flynn and reportedly shared sensitive intelligence. Joe.
Willie, it's just an extraordinary timeline. Devastating. Would certainly be devastating for any client in court. You have Yates coming up. And pushing, warning them. Trump fires Yates, and then the next day he asks Comey to drop the investigation. There's so much over the past month. It's really hard to key in on just one area, but it's devastating the way these events line up.
And it's really important, I think, to look at it that way. Mika just laid it out well over the last couple of months, Mark Halpern, which is to say there are so many stories coming so fast and so furious, and one or two per day that are devastating to the White House. It's important to look at them on the spectrum of how they relate to each other, especially when you look at the memo that Comey wrote that we're learning about this morning from Michael Schmidt's reporting in the New York Times. Effectively, you have Donald Trump saying, look, we got rid of General Flynn. Can now we let this go? You have to connect the dots from one to the other and not look at them all in a vacuum.
Thanks for checking out MSNBC on YouTube, and make sure you subscribe to stay up to date on the day's biggest stories. And you can click on any of the videos around us to watch more from Morning Joe and MSNBC. Thanks so much for watching.